Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back and welcome to yet another fine edition of GNF Televisable. That's right, that's us here talking about all the hot topics and anything else that feats our fancies. And as usual, I am here, and apparently Jim is decided to join. Hello, Jim. How are you?
Where am I? Who are you? Get off my lawn.
You weren't here the last time, so I'm supposed to be saying that.
Well, I had to get been busy and sicky.
You've been busy, busy, sticky, sticky. I understand the busy, busy part, but sticky, sticky. Oof, oof. There's
Well,
glue for that.
there's other things too.
Yeah,
Not quite glue.
well, no. There's actually a guy out there that is trying to make himself be able to stick to things.
Suction cup man?
Kind of like that. For some reason, he's a young dude, and he's kind of a climber, so he's added like glue or something to his hand in order to create a proper bond so he can stick to just about anything. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, that is the whole social media going at
I thought
large,
that
kind of
was super
freaking it
glue
out.
before, but
Freaking
hey.
out. Oh yeah, I mean there's that. But no, he actually does use it for climbing for some reason.
No, we used to use adhesive. We've used chalk for climbing.
Yeah,
We've used.
chalk to draw the
I mean, heck, soccer players use adhesive. The
gloves.
goalies use the
Yeah.
adhesive gloves with adhesive spray on it, which
Yes.
honestly
I know
should be
that.
illegal, but hey.
Well, the reason of why is because of the fact that the ball is so slippery, so they would need to have that in order to have that sudden stop. It's been a practice for a while.
Mm. Because in
Yes,
football, we're not allowed to do that.
that's football. And again, you kind of named it wrong. It should be kickball. Uh,
No, it should. I don't know what it should be called, but football,
it's similar to rugby, very similar to rugby.
American rugby is what it should be called, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, I know because it has the everything. Because I've played rugby, it has everything that would fit. Because you got the kickoff, you've got you don't have the huddle. But you do the huddle before you actually do the actual play. You just line up in order to do the play. But usually there's a huddle in order to
Oh,
spar to see
I
who's
know
gonna get the
rugby.
ball. And
Yeah, I know rugby. Boring
uh,
sport, you know.
I know it's weird. But again, football, American football is weird in my. It's
We
huge
call
in
it
some
soccer
places.
here. I don't know why, but
No. Okay, so there is football European. There's soccer still European because the English called it both. And then you guys have American football, or as you would call it, just simply football. Problem is, it's only a regional is United States, most of North America. Because if you bring it up here in Canada, it's a little different. It's a little different.
then we have a dragon.
Yes. He decided to show up. He's now a morning person, which is weird.
Yeah, no, I had to fucking. I won't lie. The last couple of days has been last couple of weeks have been me just forgetting
Jerking
what
it?
time it was and
Ah,
passing the fuck out.
you know that does happen when you haven't really gotten to that point of customization yourself, and then
Yeah,
realizing that you wake up too fucking early to do shit, so you end up going to sleep a little weirder, a little earlier than norm.
not so much that, but like I end up passing the fuck out, and after I wake up at like 4 in the morning, I realize I was able to
You,
actually get some sleep.
well, there
I
you go.
found a new toy.
He did. He did. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. I want that button. There we go. I want that button. But yeah. So, how have you been, gentlemen? It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
You do good.
It's been interesting. It's been an interesting lot of things coming out.
All I can say is I can hear Dragon.
Look, can you not hear me?
I know I can hear you, but I can also hear what's behind you.
No, that's a game
I
on my phone playing.
yes. We can hear that slightly.
Sorry, I forgot the volume was up on it. Look, in all fairness on that regard, look, I just been playing one of those app games on my phone that lets me just hit push
Hit things.
auto and just
Yeah.
walk away.
So you've been playing Rage, Shadow Legends. Congratulations. Welcome to the Russian
Oh
Empire.
no, I look, I've been playing for a little bit. I stopped Then I
Uh-huh.
saw a notification that said, "Hey, log in for 7 days and get Michelangelo from Ninja Turtles." I was like, "Fuck, I'm getting sucked in."
Yeah, yeah. They had He-Man for a while, then
Got
they ended up.
Skeletor.
Yeah, yeah. I've got Skeletor as well. Then they introduced a few other different things, and yeah, Loki
Yep.
from North Legends and that. Uh,
Yep.
the Turtles with Shredder and April O'Neil is also available in said game. So yeah.
Yeah, roommate was disappointed they didn't use Splinter, but I don't know what the way Raid is. The Splinter would need to either be nerfed.
Well, one Splinter would definitely be able to be put in said game, but unfortunately, like it or not, he's not the most recognizable character.
That's also the sad part too. That
Because
is a downside.
when you think of the Ninja Turtles, okay, and this is coming through for I mean 3 guys here in the room that have seen
Mhm.
this thing. What are the first major 4 characters that come to mind?
The turtles themselves, realistic.
Right, and then you end up having 2 other said characters that come with. So who is the major, lead character, or I should say a supporting character or antagonist
So
that
if you
shows
were
up
to
the
get,
most?
yeah, on that regard, that's kind of a hand toss for me because depending on the day of the week, I may just tell you, oh hey, April O'Neil, Casey Jones, or Splinter, depending on
Yes.
the
But
particular mood I'm
you
in.
said it right there. You said the very first character, April O'Neil.
Yeah,
And then you go, who is the greatest enemy? Is it Krang? Is it Rocksteady? Bebop? No, it's Shredder.
yeah, no, Shredder is the default go-to.
So Shredder, April O'Neil, those are your 2 siders with the 4 original with
Yeah,
the
no,
turtles. It's like
but
G.I. Joe.
yeah, no, it is.
Name me 5
But
G.I. Joes.
yeah, that's not gonna happen at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the only character in the GI Joe universe I can really think of is Cobra Commander.
Oh, but he's part of Cobra. La 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 la. La.
Look. You say GI Joe, I think of the Cobras and the GI Joes.
No, I know. But I said the actual Joes. Jim.
Please tell me Jim
Yep.
knows one.
G.I. Joes. 5 characters. Go.
Duke, Lady J,
The black guy. Stalker.
Destro, Dusty, Shipwreck.
Pretty close. Destro is part of the Cobra, but
You want not from the show? Destro. Okay. General.
the actual Joes themselves.
General Hawk. It's Duke. I already said Duke.
You also said Lady J.
AJ. Scarlet.
Yes.
Shipwreck.
Yeah, there you go. 5. There you go.
Yeah,
He's done.
I can name about 100.
I know. He's done. He missed out on one of the more popular Joe, Snake Eyes.
You could go Snake Eyes or
Yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter. I mean,
Yeah, that's another one. Sergeant Slaughter, who showed up later in Jodom. He was the first major
could
wrestler
also
to cross over into it. So
you could also go with General Sam, who was also known as the Viper.
yeah. See, and if you go into Cobra, you end up going with Cobra Commander, Deathstroke. You end up having the Baroness. You can go into Xandar if you want to, because he later becomes a Cobra member, even though he's part of a Marauders base group.
Marauders /
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, what is it? Firefly. There was a few others that also kind of going. Yeah. So I mean, it's all over the place. But Storm Shadow eventually becomes a Joe leader. So it is.
No sense.
I know, but it is because
Serpentor.
yeah, I know.
There's always Serpentor.
Serpentor, which is later
Who
down
was
the road.
guy that made him Doctor?
Doctor something. He did a lot of weird things, but he was later. He was kind of a later base character. Yes.
He was there, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, no, it's kind of the same thing when they brought in the native guy that was able to bring in a Falcon.
What were the robots they had that they called the super strong robot?
Oh, geez, on Cobra's side, all I remember is outside of
they had the robot troops, but I can't remember what they were called. They called them something.
I think they were called the Bats. I know they're bat.
The bats.
Something bat related.
I had to go to
Yeah.
cat.
That's all
There's
right.
there's so many. There's so much more there.
Oh yeah.
No. I mean, I used to be able to name off all the characters off the top of my head, but now it's
Oh
like,
yeah. No, I was right. Bat. BAT.
yep.
I looked it up.
Battle Android, uh, Atom- Battle Automaton, something.
Something. I like that. Let me go for the actual Battle Android Trooper.
Yeah, Battle Android Trooper. Yeah, that's what it
The
was.
BAT. Bat. I had a few.
Mm.
Everybody did because that was the one character you could have multiple of on the field.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
definitely. Especially on the Cobra side. See, the reason why I like Cobra a lot because they had a lot of the interesting, more had better tech.
Which was weird, which kind of made sense back in the 80s.
Yes.
About the Army didn't really start teching up until the 90s
Yeah.
because they realized, hey, we got a TV cartoon that is like making us look like shit. I mean,
Yes.
the Air Force had a lot. Don't get me wrong.
Oh
The Air
yeah.
Force had a lot, but the other military were like we were still using the Jeep until 1990s.
Yes. Yes, you were.
I think 80s,
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah. 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 Because even the Cobra had their snake armor, which was also kind of kick ass. But
Yeah.
like I said, I enjoyed Cobra's lineup of tech. Some of their characters are interesting.
GI Joe had
But
better training. I mean,
they
that was
did have
about
better
it.
training. Yes. Yes.
That was about it. Whereas
Yes.
Cobra, not so much.
Not well, no, because of the fact that they were all kind of gunning for each other's different spots. I mean, Cobra Commander, though he was considered the leader, he wasn't really a good leader. Um,
No, that was actually the thing. Cobra Commander was a better leader than Suspentor.
oh, I know.
Suspentor because he understood like the reason he never did a full out invasion is like we could not facilitate it long term.
Correct.
Yes, we could take over the government, but we could not facilitate it long term.
No, that's why I said he was a good leader, but he wasn't a he was a leader, wasn't the greatest of all leaders because he had competition like for example, you had Destro, who
So
was pretty much locked
the
into
Baroness.
place, and then Baroness, who was also kind of in love with Destro, and the two of them were kind of that had that
Who
weird
was
Bonnie
the
and
rat
Clyde
face?
relationship.
Who was the rat face one eyed guy?
Oh fuck. I don't remember.
He wore a helmet that looked kind of like Magneto's, but
Yeah, no, I know who you're referring to.
that was the problem. I have a hard time remembering. You had the twins,
I want to say, the Wonder
Franz and
Twins, you know.
Swan. Yeah, Franz and Swan. They were something weird.
Yes.
Who were businessmen but
Oh
working
yeah,
with who looked nothing like Donald Trump
I
without
know,
their
right?
blonde hair. It's like, guys, come
I
on,
know.
really? At the Twin
No, and,
Towers,
and like I
really?
said, you had oh God, I'm looking at the actual list of people. You had Mindbender, you
Yeah,
had Doctor Mindbender, you had Doctor
Doctor
Venom,
Mind, Doctor
you had
Venom.
Doctor Beagle Jones. Okay. Uh, going from alphabetical order, Alexander McCullen, the Baroness, Bayonet, Big Boa, the Black Dragon leader, the ninjas that come with, and the troopers, Blackout, Body Bags, Burnout, Buzzer, Carcass, Cesspool, Cobra Commander, Cobra Mortal, Copperhead, Crocmaster, Crusher, Crystal
I'm sorry.
Ball,
I want to make sure I heard that last one right. What master?
Croc Master, not Cock
Croc.
Major
Master.
Blood.
Croc.
That's who it was. Major Blood.
Yep, Major Blood down the road. Yeah.
He looked cooler in later illustrations of him.
Oh, I know. I mean, like I said, they had some interesting characters, but the moment you bring in the Marauders aspect of Xandar, Zena, Sarana, Zartan, Zanzibar, everything kind of started with E with them. They just kind of became a whole different vanguard troop all by themselves, but they also had their own different agendas. The Swamp People. So yeah, you either had the doctors trying to take over. You had it really felt like they were proper Nazis because you really didn't know who was supposed to be the leader per se. You had the face, which was Cobra Commander. You had the people behind the propaganda, which was, the military might and whatnot. So you had Baroness and Destro, and all the other people that kind of play parts, but also could be leaders if they really wanted to.
Tom X and Examox.
Yes.
Examox.
Yeah.
I can never pronounce their names. They gave them such the. They basically just spelled their names differently.
Oh yeah, they. I mean, there's only so far you can go, and you end up,
The twins.
repeating a few things and doing other crazy shit. But no, I honestly, like I said, it was a weird time frame for. And again, Joe's came out in the '60s, like the 12-inch, and then the 9-inch later, and then by the time the late '70s, early '80s, we ended with the 6-inch doll, and that's
Nah.
where everything just kind of went crazy.
Actually, you start out with the six. The original GI Joe was
12.
was 12 inches. Yeah.
Yes.
Then you had the small ones where you could make awesome, the greatest fucking toys in the world back then.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Oh,
that's
they really
that's
were.
yeah, no, because again they started with the 12. Then there was the Super Joe, which became the 9-inch character for a while. That was the last large Joe to be made. That was beyond the standard 6 inches.
Well,
And then the
well,
standard 6 inches, you could do a lot of things with, including blow them up.
well. Here was the funny thing. The toy. You look at the toy quality then versus
Yeah, I
now.
know.
Like, and what they were doing for cheaper.
Oh yeah.
And just, I look at the toys now today, and I'm like, why are they so rounded? Where these had like edges, not sharp edges, but
No,
edges
but
and
they had
definition and
yeah, they had definition edges. They had like the softer edges, like the pouches and that were like out there. You can see them protruding.
yeah.
Like they had stuff in it.
I mean, oh god, there's this one set I bought that where you
Mm,
could it was basically you could if you got all the set of the set, you could build the base. The
yes.
Cobra base and the Joe base. You had two different sets that way. And if you had both, my favorite one was the plane. I had the plane as a younger
Yeah.
man, and that plane was awesome. It was
Yeah.
the white silver with the ball that would eject that became a turret for the
Yeah.
base, and there were so many cool things back in the day. So
Oh,
many.
I know. I know.
I get pissed off and I look at toys today. I'm like, there's no creativity behind them. They are just so bland. I was like, no wonder kids have become retarded.
That's because of they kind of fell in the trap of the iPad or the
Well,
touchscreen kids.
yeah, that's true. They have and kids. Well, babies now. You'll have babies that are addicted to fucking iPads and
Yeah. I mean,
stuff
they're
like
instant
that.
babysitter. Like it
It's
or
yeah.
not, they're just the instant babysitter.
The
But
TV was for us, so let's
yeah.
not lie. We've had our instant babysitters. Theirs are a little bit
Yeah, but
weaker.
with the TV, we were told to stop looking at and go outside, do not come back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come back, and the TV will remind us when you're supposed to be back in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you know where
You
your kids are?
know.
Oh shit, they're outside still.
Henceforth, the rules of once those streetlights come on, your ass better be home. Otherwise, you're gonna get a, you know,
Did they all make it in? I remember my dad saying one day, "Did all of them make it inside?" Better go check. And my
pretty
mom
much.
comes and checks
Jesus
me,
Christ.
my brother, who had
Yeah.
snuck out but has pillows.
hmm hmm
It's like he was so tall he could reach onto the second story window and pull himself up. He
Nice.
said
Speaking of pulling
he was
himself
the thing.
up,
He always thought he was smart, but my dad was like, "Yeah, I knew you were doing that."
yeah,
He was like, "So why did you stop me? Because if I told you to stop, you would have started doing it more."
that is true. He would have done it. It is
Would have
very
done it.
possible.
Yeah. Oh, that's Gen X, and it's to a T. I mean,
Oh yeah, no fucking shit. Hello, Sparky. Welcome to the shit show that is. We're talking about GI Joes in
Hello.
the past.
What?
We're kind of talking about toys and GI Joes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of we had a couple of guys in the room and we ended up talking about toys. That sounds like a standard.
Ninja Turtles kind of popped up, and then we went to GI Joe.
Yeah, from Turtles to Joe to iPad kids to us being in front of TV, but then told to go outside and play, be home before dark. That kind of shit. Here we are now. Here we are now.
All right.
I know. So you've been caught up. It's just so there you go. So,
Hope I
Jim,
didn't
you
miss much.
remember this?
G.I. Joe.
Yes. I had that as a kid. I had the secondary bases that they had. That was an awesome base back in the day.
I actually had that one too.
Oof, oof, oof. See, the sad factor is when I moved from one house to another, all my Joes kind of disappeared.
That happens
Oh,
in moves.
I think I had one of those.
I had that one too. Shit. Me and my brothers, we always played with that. That was our favorite.
Yeah.
I was in my teens when I think I started playing with those. I want to say teens.
Well, for you, it probably would be because it was my double
Early
digits.
teens. Let's see,
It was
when
my
did
double digit years at least when I got most of those.
When did GI Joe come out? God damn it! Now I
I
want to
told
say
you the original Joe came out in the '60s. By the '70s, it actually
well the
evolved to
cartoon.
more
I
of an
mean,
adventure. Then, by the time the mid '80s came around, well, actually in this case, in the early '80s, I believe it was '82, you end
Yeah,
up
that's
having
right.
the introduction of GI Joe, but that was because of the 6 inches of the toy line that they were producing in order to encourage parents and children to buy said items.
I get 93, so I would have been. God damn, I was young. But
You were
I was
old.
close. I was.
You were older. You were old even then.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
I
looking
was young. I'm old now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're kind of looking at what they're dragging at
at
yourself.
the GI Joe information.
But I thought
came
it was
out-
cool. It wasn't just
Hold
little
up,
kid stuff.
hold up, Jam, hold up. Okay, Dragon. What's the history? Go for it.
64 is when GI Joe first launched.
Yes.
In 82, it relaunched as a Real American Hero.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like that's the last. That's what it's basically what it is now. There's no more
Yeah, pretty
information about it after that.
83
just-
to 86 is when the show ran.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got
64 GI Joe was like a 12-inch movable fighting man.
Yep,
by
like Spider-Man.
Hasbro. 64 to 78, the original military themed line continued for several years
Mhm.
before he shifted to a less military focused adventure team in the 70s.
Yep.
Due to a decline in sales and anti-war sentiment, 82 launched a new smaller 3 and a 7/5 inch line called the G.I. Joe Real American Hero, which became very popular and led to a new era of the brand.
Correct. Yes, by that time frame, I was already adopted and pretty much inundated with everything GI Joe related, and He-Man.
Huh! Didn't realize that.
He-Man and Transformers and
Barbie-
everything else that came off from school.
Barbie came out before G.I. Joe.
Yeah, and they had an elusive adventure with each other when Ken wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it. Came out in 59. Of course, you'd be bored with Kin by 64.
And here's the funny thing: Barbie was based. Everybody says those are real, unrealistic, and nope, that was based on a real woman, and still are today. Back from that day.
Well, it's like
Hell,
fucking.
Tila was based on a real
A
woman, for God's
back
sake.
day.
Well, it's like what fucking Laura Croft was too.
Yes.
Yep, Laura Croft was too. But
And they
it's not
found a
all
real
because
woman to actually play the character. Not very well, but she looked the part.
Which one?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, and the second one that was flat chested as hell.
Yeah.
That had no
Ooh.
chest, was more of a man than it was a woman. So,
Yeah, I know.
sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was what it was. It was what it was.
I'm upgrading all my gear right now.
Ooh, you're upgrading. I mean, you have fun upgrading. You'll be doing that for a while.
Oh no, I'm not really having a hard time doing it. Basically,
Not hard.
well, 14 introduced a new fight that guarantees a weapon drop every time I clear it,
Oh,
and it's
nice.
Nice.
I've only come across 2 groups of idiots who made the experience painful.
Oh, I mean that sounds natural and normal.
Well, it's kind of sad when you've been running the fight 12 times and then on your 13th run, the first group you come across that fail it all wipe in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, that seems to be a standard, unfortunately, for a lot of players. It's a sad, sad truth. It's a sad, sad truth.
It was a new
Wait,
experience
hang
for
on.
me.
Hang on. What
What?
is with the fucking description?
Oh yes, we're trying to we're going to be talking about that later.
What description? I'm not looking at the description. Let me take a look here.
On my channel.
On every channel.
Look, you have me curious. So let me look here. Subscriptions. Let me take. I want to see what's on YouTube. What it says. 'Cause that is where I know Rogue set the fire.
I set a lot of fires. It's easy to do.
Look, you set tons of fires. But huh? There's no title on There's no odd.
Description.
Description. Go to the description portion of it.
Oh dear lord. Oh, I love the second one.
Do
But
you like the second one?
Yeah, the first one doesn't really
Speak to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
The first one
I
speaks.
fucking hate you.
You're welcome. Um,
Look, you know what? You know what? You have no one to blame but yourself for that one.
but no, we have the awkward conversation about dog abuse with Hassan Piker. Did he do it? Did he not do it?
Oh dear lord.
We have the love hate relationship that's happening with Sparky over in the Twatters, and we also asked the greatest question of a lifetime. Will Penn actually show up for a show? We've already answered that question so far.
And yeah, along with that, and there's a chat about ready to get banned in chat.
Oh
Wait,
wow!
what?
Wow!
What? Who's getting
Well, I
banned?
could see the
Do
little chatter there.
Do I get to have fun?
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, you could do what you want. I'm not gonna stop you.
Look, you never stop me anyways.
I
This is
know.
also Sparky's channel I'm looking at. And
I'm joking.
are you sure?
Yes, he's fine.
Damn it. Damn
See,
it.
you
Damn
took
it.
away Dragon's greatest fun and pleasure. How dare you, sir? How dare
Just because Sparky knew how far I was going to take it.
that he does. He actually does.
I know you, Dragon. I've known you for how long now? 8, 9 years, something like that.
Something like that. We've been
No.
doing this for a while.
No. There's a difference between known of me and know me.
Dude, he
I've
knows you pretty
known
well.
you.
He's known you for a bit. He's
A few years.
2019.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been that long. Look, it's been a
has.
long time for us.
Yeah, I lost track between you and me. Sparky's the one that I'm sitting here going, how long have we known each other? Like, actually, I've known Sparky for a while.
Thank you very much, Dragon.
Yeah, no, right? So,
What?
Dragon, when it comes down to it, GNF has been around for a very long time. Hell, I want to say 15 years, it feels like. But when it comes down to the additional crew, even though they don't feel like they've been around for a long time, they've been around longer than Penn and in some cases Nemo.
You know what? What?
That is true.
Look, Nemo has excuses, and I will
Yes,
forever.
he's got a wife. He's got a
Yeah.
he's got a job and things like that. He's got an entire smorgasbord. I'm
I do
surprised.
too.
I'm surprised that Sparky shows up.
Look, here's the thing: the difference between you and Nemo, Sparky, is Nemo is on
Australian time frame.
Yes.
He's about 16 hours apart, give or take, 14 to
Yes.
16 hours.
Yes,
so-
he is. He's got so many hours of variation, so it's kind of understandable he doesn't make it a lot.
Yeah.
Also, I think his job is more demanding than yours.
Oh yeah. He's got to deal with dying people.
Yep.
Yeah.
You used to have
Yeah,
to deal with dying engines.
Anyways, let me answer some of these real quick. It's like
Okay.
Sparky is Akko's lover. Confirmed? No. Akko loves the accent. I doubt it. Love you on the Akko send the read, by the way. Thank you. For clarification, we're still reading through that document. We only got 3 sections left. We got Silver Rails, Silver Rails, Spite, and
Excuse me.
another one.
Okay.
But
So-
we
so-
read for the main portions.
All right. Since we're already in that particular topic.
Well, and hang on. Are you on Akko's channel often? Every now and then.
Hey, Rogue.
Hey, yes, Dragon.
The answer to your mention about how long. I don't know how long. I've known you for 8 years at least.
Yeah, it feels like yeah.
Oh no, no. I looked back on it.
Oh, good. You did. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Well, the first time you and I met was because of
Penn.
and then we did a live stream not long after that with
Yes, I know.
on my channel.
Yes, we talked
8
about
years
the-
ago.
I know. Like I said, it feels like 15.
Yeah, it feels like 15. Feels like longer ago.
So
than-
I've only known of you known and been with you guys for about maybe a year to 2 years longer.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, FF. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
remember, so keep
2019, 6 years.
yeah, no. So just keep that in mind. So when it comes down to the ratio of this lovely square that we're creating here, or rectangle, depending on how you look at it, myself and Dragon seem to be the older team members, where Pen just kind of she was there, but she just drifted off in Pensville. And as for Nemo, he's here in spirit, though he's kind of committed to being a real person. He's no longer a midget, a manlet that was angry.
Look,
He's-
I'm not gonna lie. I missed the manlet.
I do too, but he comes back down to he
Although-
pops up every now and then.
It's like you guys are like the only ones, except for I think Dragon, that's actually like friends with me on my actual Facebook account.
Yeah,
Because
I-
I'll see Nemo posts every now and then on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, see, I have Facebook, but we all know that I rarely use the motherfucker.
you're better at
Yeah.
seeing me on Twitter or maybe Instagram than you will actually see me over on the Facebookers. I have too many people there that want to talk to me over there, and I don't want to talk to them. That I don't like them. It's just I don't want to listen to them.
Yeah. For me, it's just look. I appear on the internet when it's
And most of them are
convenient.
relatives. Sorry.
I appear when it's convenient for me.
That's usually how
Jim-
that works.
Jim is just
Jam.
yeah.
Jam. But yeah, no, Jamax, he's a weird fish altogether. But yeah, no, the two of these two little mofos here, they've been around for quite some time. They took over the original two fruit chairs because Pan decided to yeet herself out of existence. For whatever reason she wants to come up with, every now and then she shows up like a guest that she is. Even though she's supposed to be a founding member. Jesus Christ.
Look, I don't try to track her down anymore.
I give. Look. I'm still waiting for mugs and T-shirts, and I
I
throw
still
that
give
at
her harassment for the 200 plus fucking tabs one day I saw.
Yeah, there's that. There's that.
I'm still impressed that she gets anything fucking done. When I saw her fucking, she screen shared her fucking her browser one time, and
Okay, give me a moment here. Sparky's all about those Akko testicles. Oh, tentacles. Sorry. And what they do. No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've already screenshotted this and sent it to Akko.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna point this out. We could spare some cash and probably raise some money to do the Sparky hentai.
We could. Any thoughts on there being no legal action taken against Gunray of V Sojo? Well, okay, Graham. I'm gonna kind of go up on a limb on that one. If perchance per se, that they were already in debt prior, then honestly, I don't think so. Be kind of hard to get more value out of something that's already valueless.
Not
You
to
could-
mention, it's all putting charges against him is going to do is just it. Yeah, it will screw his reputation over for things, but
Oh yeah.
it's not going to really benefit anyone in the long run.
No. Also, we have to figure out exactly what kind of contracts that they all had, and what the actual wording of the stipulations for any of the actual proceeds or profits that were supposed to go wherever. That's a big thing. If Sojo in general was supposed to make sure that their debts were paid before anything else, and it was actually written, then we kind of Gunray filed for personal bankruptcy. Sure, they can do that.
Personal bankruptcy is different from filing for
corporate or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm a Canadian. Remember that.
So Gunrun can file for personal bankruptcy, and in the long run, that will save him for the most part.
Yep.
Unless
personal,
unless Mouse is able to pierce the corporate veil, and if Mouse is able to do that during the Visojo lawsuit that's going to happen, It doesn't matter if he files for bankruptcy; he'll still have to pay that in because judgments are not bankruptcy proof.
No, but
Oh,
again, it comes back down to what contracts that Mouse signed and agreed to.
yeah, we don't know the documents behind all that.
Yeah.
And in all reality, I really don't want to know because it's that shit show of development was a headache to look at. It's a headache to think about, and it's a headache to even consider.
But we're going to
Yeah.
consider it anyways because we're already here. Let's
God
cross
damn it.
that bridge while we're here.
Yeah.
Fuck,
But anyways,
gonna-
I'm guessing you want to go through the
Well, give
The
us the
new
basic
dot drop
lowlights, the
or
highlights, the cliff, the clef notes, the skinny, the easy digestibles for
Yeah.
most of us who are in this room.
all right.
Yeah.
So the other day, I believe it was on the 8th. Out of the blue, well, actually, it wasn't out of the blue because it was actually kind of strategically timed. Kind of
Uh-huh.
funny how it was. Cinder, which we all know because we've all talked about it on this channel, dropped a document. Now, this wasn't just a document. This was the document to end all documents. And when I say that, this document is about 1,000+ pages. Guys, I'll put it to you like this. Cinder had about 7+ documents put out against her. All those documents combined probably created to about maybe 100, 200 pages
Wow.
combined. So Cinder basically made a document and put it out there. And there's been a lot of stuff said about it. But basically, this is a document going through every freaking accusation
Yeah.
and everything that's been going to it. Now, I'll put it like this. I'll put it the same way I've said to people on Twitter. I really don't care for what Cinder has to say in the document. I mean, it puts their own context, it puts their own mindset into it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I specifically only wanted that document for the fucking screenshots. Specifically, the analyst screenshots. And oh my god, are they damning.
No, I mean, like I said before, there was a lot of details and data that was cultivated on the analyst side of things, which I could clearly prove without a shadow of a doubt. But I also kind of went, well, I had to go in the same mindset that this is legit. But
Yeah, no, I get it.
there is some doubts here because of if this is a legit document and her side of this equation doesn't fit right. Now looking at the drop from the basic drop that I was given for the Cinder side, it does kind of shear up a little more and proves that my mindset was correct. Even though some of it did look kind of skewed or whatever, but that you answered my questions on that one. Because again, when
There was a couple.
changing,
There was a couple screenshots in analysis document that we looked at that just kind of
yes,
looked real skeezy and off-putting.
uh-huh,
There's only for us on our side. There was only one legitimate screenshot that was odd, and it's the one that cut off like cottontail.
yeah,
And for whatever reason, Nanless edited that out and made it look like that there was nothing there. But
correct.
in Bow's documents, it was there.
It was there.
Now here's a real interesting one.
Hmm.
Because I swear to God, either Cinder Red or part Kiwi Farmer or something like that. Because the amount of autism they put in this document. Because a lot of people was like, "Oh, why did it take so long? Why is it 5 months?" Well, there's an actual section in analysis part of that document where they actually go through and they break down times and dates,
Uh-huh.
and specifically times and dates between two documents. Because some of the screenshots are legit and have more. Some of the screenshots are not. And what they found out, because we can't pinpoint this.
Correct.
We can't pinpoint this because we don't have access to both sides of that conversation.
Correct.
But apparently, there's a couple screenshots that's in Nano's doc and in Bow's doc that are 1 hour off.
Oof.
compared to Reds, Red
Wow.
and Cinders.
That's not good.
So it's like someone else logged into Nano's account.
Yeah, which could probably be a close representative who has access to that.
Yeah. So we don't know who at all.
Yes.
But regardless, is like we know that all the other screenshots within analysis documents pretty much legit because we get a screenshot phone version of DMs in Nano's document, and we get actual like computer screenshot DMs from Sender's side.
Okay.
The only difference is we get a lot more screenshots spanning a lot more different messages and a lot of other things that were kind of left off. So, couple things. Whenever I made my theory video on Cinder and Nano's relationship, I kind of hypothesized a lot of things. One of the things I hypothesized was basically the time on when Cinder actually met Nano.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to know this. Actually, in Spite's section of the document, she showcases the first time she ever messaged Nanolis, which was November, I believe, either November or December of 2021.
That was November.
Yeah, which puts me spot on of what I thought because of the debut date of Cinder's model of 2022.
Yeah.
And then took into account, okay, Nano's first model, the fire element, and all the stuff they had to do,
Yes.
and all the stuff that they're talking about, it's probably about 6 months, 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
I was right on that. And I was going like, yes, I got that right. And there's a couple other things I got right too. And there's a couple other things that you guys got right also. So a lot of things that was left out, like exclusivity, because that was like the main thing in the whole document. Well, one of the things that we were like, why is there like two different dates? It's like there's like a date around August and September about canceling Bow's model, and then there was another date about Bow's model around like 2025, from 2024 to 2025.
Yeah.
And he kept going back and forth. It was like, why is this a thing? Well, apparently Nana's canceled on Bow 2 times, not just one.
Oof.
Now, you would say that's like, oh my God, Cinder's so horrible because Cinder redacted, coerced Nanolis into canceling Bow, not just once, twice. Oh my God. Except
probably multiple times.
Except for, if you go through the messages, Nanolis is the one that actually wanted to cancel the fucking model.
No, that's what I mean. That's why it's like I said, it was fishy at best. And now that we have more, this is why I try not to jump to a final conclusion very quickly. Because
it was all speculation. We put it to that anyways.
And again, speculation is great and all. I can do that with no problem. I can just say that. But putting your two bits, your opinion, right away, saying that this person is wrong and this person is right, and you find out later that you're wrong on all accounts, it just fucks you as a person. You lose credibility.
Yeah, no, and I get that. But they're right. Now, the thing is, it's like
on who Nanalis is.
We'll get there.
Yeah, eventually.
It's so flaky. Flaky. Well, it's actually explained in the screenshots themselves. It's a combination of.
She's Brazilian.
Well, it's a combination of she overloaded herself.
I'm not surprised.
And bouncing between either wanting to be exclusive or not wanting to be exclusive. Because this is something that they talked about for years on up to the point they actually made a date.
I feel like we had that conversation.
We have. And it's like, so if you go through the documents in order, and so there's a number of models that got canceled. But the only ones ever suggested by Red and subsequently by Cinder was Silverveil and Spite. Now, I don't put too much credence into it because the one for Spite, basically they said that they don't want Nailus to make a model for Spite. And it comes down to a couple different things. One, Spite never reached out to Nano to make a model. So it was not like a commission out there that needed to be done.
Mhm.
And two, Nailus didn't like the fact Spite was saying that, despite what Nailus showed in her document and in Cinder's document, pretty much Nana was on board Cinder 100% away, and whenever Red talked to her, you can say it's manipulation or not. No, it's two friends chatting and gossiping with each other, and it's like, oh yeah, no, this spy person, fuck them. I'm not gonna make a model for them because they're hazing my friend over here, which was
No,
happening going on.
well, yeah, no, that's why I said context means a lot when it comes down to these
And
things.
then along with the Silverville model, Nailus just outright said, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this because Redacted asked about Silverville stuff because it come up to the Game of Steps Cup. And it also, besides some catty ass bullshit behavior between Silver and Cinder, a legitimate conversation got sparked up because they were trying to do Game of Steps Cups. And Redacted them had an actual commission done for Nano specifically for the Game Steps Cups.
Yeah,
However,
we had that
Silverville,
conversation too.
however, Silverville had a art piece done like long ago by Nanolus, not commissioned recently, but long ago, and then went through and was going to have their cup made, and it ended up becoming a race. And I don't know if Nanolus didn't like there's like a couple different things with the Silver stuff. It's like one, then it sounded like Nanolus was too impressed or enthused with the fact of
No, he
hey,
does not. That'd be distasteful. 10K for that shit?
no,
No.
I haven't even dropped 10K on any of my vehicles.
Okay, look,
Fuck that.
again, I'm gonna have to put it out there for everybody who's listening or wants to listen. Natalie is not a good artist. She's a good commercial artist. She's a pick parts and put them together kind of gal. Whether she truly actually can actually draw herself, I have not truly seen that as of yet.
I mean,
But
there's streams of her drawing,
so far from what I've seen for all of her pieces of work, her VTuber collection, they look exactly the same.
ouch.
There are variances on hair sizes and outfits, but when you strip that away, the doll looks the same.
Yeah, but when it comes down to like Silverville, one thing was she wasn't impressed with the fact I guess Silverville was getting her artwork that she got a long time ago and not for GameStop stuff. And was gonna use it for a cup. Was gonna get credited for it, but it wasn't specifically commissioned for that because that is, I guess, that's a different price or something like that.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is Silverville was trying to get a model from Nano, and according to Nano talking to Red, there was an issue with the form because Silverville wouldn't answer specific questions that she wanted for the model.
Yeah.
And because afterwards Nano specifically asked what the entire, so this wasn't like Red. I mean, Red brought up the question asked about Silver, yes. Nano then asked later on what the actual thing was and what the problem was between Silver and Cinder. So this wasn't like pushed out of nowhere. A conversation got sparked up. Then Nailus went and asked. Afterwards, Nailus made the choice to just cancel Silverville's model. Was never asked to be canceled by Red or Cinder. Nailus just straight up did it. Afterwards, about a year later, there was another issue that went up. Nailus was getting, I guess, burned out overwatch. She had 7 actual models she was working on.
Well, yeah, I mean, happens if you overload yourself and those parts need to be done and assembled to within a certain time frame.
Yeah. But anyways, she had 7 different models walk on. No knowledge when the time frame was and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, out of the blue, now let's ask Red, and this wasn't poised by Red. Now let's ask this, and I specifically ask hypothetically if I accept to be paid. Hypothetically, if I accept to be paid to cancel every commission that's not Cinder related, would you pay it? And then the question goes into exclusivity. And from there, Nails explains she's overworked, she's overtaxed, she can't handle stuff, she can't do stuff she wants, she's so busy. She basically puts herself into a fucking corner, which what we say is like there's other reasons why she canceled all this stuff. And the only ones that we've seen, the only ones we ever heard of was, Suffer and Bow. But then everyone else got blamed on them. And they come to find out the models like Okate, Mouse, Giga, Mouse again, Zen, Fufu, and Megalodon.
Uh-huh.
And then basically asked Red, would you pay for this? And then they start talking around. It's like, well, we can't pay for the models themselves, but we'll keep you busy. And then finally it comes down to is like, I need you to tell me if you want to do this. Like, I can't do that because then I got to live with it. And then later on, it's like, too late. I did it. I'm a free woman. Don't worry. I'm not going to blame you for any of this.
Yep. And then turn around and
Blame.
Turn around and blame them for all of it. Actually lied about it. So, yeah. That's what
I'm going to say
but
stretch the truth.
stretch the truth. Anyways, that's what happened now. And regardless or not, is like, and I've had to repeatedly tell a bunch of fucking retards on Twitter. It's like, look,
I mean, you gotta be talking about
I don't care about the friendship drama. I don't care. I run medical rule number 1. Don't be friends with the people you do fucking content with.
Yeah, that's a pretty simple
rule number 1. Especially if fucking money's involved.
I believe
fucking number 1.
I believe rule number 1 is don't have a Discord.
That is a major rule. Don't have a Discord. Shit happens.
We break that one, and we kind of break the friendship rule, kind of. But
we do. But I mean, we're also pretty straight up on what it is. If there's drama, we're gonna put it out there regardless. So there's nothing really. We don't hide very well.
Look, like Rogue already knows. I will throw him so far under a bus, it won't even be funny.
I know, and I expect it.
The day will come.
I know. I expect it, and the funny thing is who's got better dirt?
I know, right?
I know.
That's a good question.
But I don't care about.
I know, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I don't care about the friendship drama. I don't care about any of this other bullshit. Here's what I care about. 1, all this was petty ass bullshit, and most of this was between Nano and Red. And the way you go through it, the first document speaks about some petty ass bullshit, and the major thing that everyone took away from it, because it's what everyone's based off of, they manipulated Nano to cancel stuff. Right. All that was a fucking lie.
Yeah, no,
all of it was a fucking lie. And on top of that, everything else, I look at that null and void. I really don't care. That's private bullshit. We also found out the Numi concert and the V-Card launch. Again, we kind of gave credence of, hey, this concert was planned like months in advance. No, it was like 2.
Wow. Still, it was planned.
Yeah. But here's the thing too. Numi also said, don't feel obligated. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to do it.
Girl YouTuber edition.
What edition?
But you got that. It's called
Mean
Gully
Girls.
Pops.
You remember Mean Girls?
Yeah, you have that. It's called the Gully Pops.
Yeah, I know.
That
right?
group.
Actually, any VTuber group is pretty much going to end up that way.
Oh yeah. Look, it's welcome to the internet.
I know.
There is always and forever will be a group
But
of
anyways,
girls.
But anyways, it's like, okay, the friendship drama is like, Cinder said that, Cinder didn't go to Numi. Numi went to Cinder. And then Numi said several times, you don't have to feel obligated. You don't have to feel pressured. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. Basically got up to the fact she canceled Numi because of stress and anxiety.
I mean, long story short.
Of singing on stage.
Yeah, but again, long story short,
But then
This
guilt tripped her.
I know pretty much, but still. Long story short, this all came down to Natalis being overworked, which is clearly what most of us with brains kind of figured it in,
Mm-hmm.
and decided to, work it because she knew that if she got people on her side of the argument, then everybody else would be the bad guy in some situation. Simple, easy. As well as it just sparked her business even further. So,
Yeah.
eh,
I
money's
mean,
money, man. And
yeah.
if you're making 10K a pop, I mean,
I can't believe I did the math on that shit.
I know.
Yeah, but it's like you had that, you had Silverville. It's like, look, Cinder's a super fan, and the catty ass bullshit happened between them. Whenever Silverville messaged Cinder said, "Hey, don't tag me in this artwork and delete everything."
Yeah.
And that's where that catty ass bullshit came from. And then the stuff about it was like the perfect storm of coincidences showcased for evidence. Actually, Cinder had reasons to be paranoid about stuff, and it's because it was legitimately fucking happening with different people.
Canadian there, Grim, Canadian.
So it's like, yeah,
Yes.
it's like, look, I hands myself off on the nailless stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't care about anything else.
I know. Anyways, let's
I
move
love
on
that.
to the next thing.
You
But
know,
you
I
can
do
finish
love.
off what you want to say.
Well,
Well,
here's
Dragon.
the thing. I wanted to ask Dragon something.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You sounded like you had some information you found or something.
What? When?
Like
Earlier.
the other day.
Look, dude, I dug on Nanless a long time ago.
He did do
Okay.
that.
Well, I know you did, but
He found naughty pics, and I also sent him more naughty pics roughly around that on
Yeah.
animals. You know,
Rogue and
they're not safe to
Rogue
work
sat here listening
combination.
to me doing the math on Nanless's income.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that was easy. I gave you you were
Yeah.
like, how much does she make? And I gave you a list of what she does.
Yeah, you
And then
gave me a
he
list of
did
all the
math.
models, and then you gave me and I
Yes.
pulled up her commission list.
Yeah.
It was not that hard, but when did I make it sound like I had on what? You gotta be a little more specific here, my good sir, because
He is a dragon. He's very easily, forgetful.
look, it's not just forgetful. I have squirrel syndrome a lot. There is no denying that.
That is true. That is true. But since we're talking about squirrels, that equates dogs. Hello, Hassan Piker.
Oh, God damn it. I was hoping to dodge this one topic of all time.
See, it's a brief little one. It's a very easy one. It's very simple. Did he or did he not? That kind of comes down to the speculation of speculations. So we can kind of go through this briefly, and you can ask, kind of figure out the answer
Answer.
to the inevitable question.
But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
The hell was that about?
Jesus.
All right, so Kaya, which is a giant cattle dog, pretty much is supposed to be outside for the most part. She's kind of locked inside the house, and she doesn't have a lot of room to kind of move around in. So
Yeah.
where she exists for the most part when Hassan's around is right in that nice little corner where she is.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is speculated. It's being speculated that he shocked the dog to go back into her corner.
The fuck?
Yes.
All right. So if you go through and play the video again,
Yeah, I'm gonna do
watch Hassan's left arm where he looks and as he's talking.
Actually, we're going to kind of. I don't like listening to him too much, but let's do this.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
See that?
Okay. It's look.
Just stop.
From the looks of it, he may have a shock collar on his dog. You cannot tell.
That's
No,
the
he
problem.
does
Right
have a
there.
shot. He does have a shot collar on. They've already proven that fact.
He's
He tried to say it
proven that
was-
pride.
He tried to say there is not. What he did is he tore the prongs off to make it look like it wasn't a shot collar anymore, like it was a vibrant color.
Yeah, but again,
And the actual vibrate collar he was talking about looks totally different from that one, and you can
no, I
totally
know.
pour off the prongs.
But you also have to remember that his brothers in the aeronautic industry, he'd be able to fuck around with it.
So
So
basically, he has a shock collar. He had someone
he's
disable the shock collar when he showed evidence of the shock collar.
yes. See,
Because
that's
that was clearly him pushing the button of
something.
to trigger the collar.
And yes, he has admitted that he he had a friend who wanted to use the shock collar on fish and dogs,
The
and then
fuck?
he purchased. Yeah, it's within the Hassan Piker,
A
world.
shock collar on a fish?
I don't ask. I just I'm not
Look,
gonna ask the
Look,
question.
I'm gonna say this right now. The only ethical use for a shock collar anywhere on Twitch is around Vettel's neck with no Osama controlling it. That is the only ethical use for a shock collar.
I
Look.
will agree with that one. We have statements from other streamers. Yes, see, correct. So throughout the Hassan Piker universe, the world that is Hassan Piker,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's come out and stated a lot of different questionable things based around Kaya, and he has had people come over who has fell in love with Kaya, and has pointed out that yeah, the collar that she has on is too restrictive on her, and you have to have at least two fingers in, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's a lot of meat, neck meat. So he tried to use that as an excuse of why it's so tight. Um, we have the models, we have the make, we have the data that could prove that it is a functional shock collar that's on that dog. Problem is that those prongs are easily removable,
Mm-hmm.
and they could be adjusted to something else. Even though it keeps that model, the model itself has an adjustability. As well as there's necrosis on dogs when it comes down to shock collars, and they're supposed to have a limited time frame on when they're supposed to use that, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of different things that come into play. There's positives, there's some negatives, but at the end of the day, we don't have a lot of data, a lot of details in this fund. We don't know the actual functionality of this particular collar in question. Is it a modified version of this collar that we know that does have the ability to shock the dog, or is this a pure shock collar, like non-modified version of this? We don't know. So we have two different stories happening, and unfortunately, I'm part of the same group that doesn't like Hassan Piker. But I have to give him a reasonable level of doubt, simply because of the factor that I do know about his family history, and what in his family lineage, including the great buffalo that is,
God damn it.
Shank Uger, the great brown buffalo himself. Yeah. I could see him using his brother to fuck around with the collar to make it do something completely different. So I don't know. So realistically speaking, I'm going to kind of borrow from a legal advice from this person who's also put that out there for a short snippet. He's in California. Here's the clip. Send it to the people that deal with this shit, and let them figure it out.
Sounds about right.
Because right now, whether it's on the YouTubes, Kick, the Twitch tards, or the excerpts, it's these people just battling it out. You have the Piker side of the group saying he didn't do it. You have the people who are the anti-Pikers who say he did do it, and you have people like me who are kind of neutral on this entire thing, kind of going, take it to the proper
I
legal.
kind of agree with that
please.
thought process. I mean, look, if you know how to report it. Drop the shit to the right people.
Yeah, it's all over it's all over. It was not that hard to Google this shit. I just had to put down Hassan Piker and Kaya, and this came out on the top of the fucking page.
Yeah, no, I am not a fan of him either, but I don't give two rats fucks about dragging him through court. If you have the evidence, throw it. If you don't, fuck off.
Yeah. I do feel sorry for that dog. That dog is a cattle breed type dog.
Yeah.
She should be outside. and not locked away in somewhere in California.
Should you have a large yard to run around in?
Shouldn't even be in California.
Oh fuck yes, I know.
Should be in like
So,
Montana or
and
Wyoming.
somewhere big where she's got vast land. She is bred. Her breed is bred for cattle. She's a herding type dog, so she needs
It's
space.
kind of like how I have a dog that is technically a cattle dog that I let out a lot, and when the cats get outside, all I gotta do is tell her to bring the cats in. And
oh yeah, I could imagine.
She annoys just one of them particularly because she starts acting like she's gonna bring him in, and then she just starts playing with him, and he does not appreciate it at all.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like I said, it's a simple kind of pick a side. I'm just gonna go on the side of the dog. If you think the dog is abused, please send it to the authorities. Other than that, Hassan Piker can still fuck himself. I really don't care.
I really don't give a damn enough about him to warrant a fuck to give.
No, but again, it was a short, snippet because it is the talk of the town, and we do some hot button topics.
You always
he is one for some reason.
Something like him in front of me, and I still look at you going, "Why?"
I know, but for whatever reason, retards out on the internet want him to be talked about constantly. I don't know why.
I just want to, ignore his existence.
I mean, most people did with Charlie Kirk even after his death. I mean, the stock share for Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA is dropped.
That's unfortunate.
You take out the ringleader and
fair enough.
I just noticed something. I was sending you something, Rogue, and I never hit send.
See, I've done that. I've done that too.
Well, it's a video, and it goes back in the last topic of Descendo stuff. But I wanted to showcase what some of the big. I wanted to showcase what some of the big VTubers and the big quote unquote drama news VTubers are covering the Descendo document on that fair integral reporting.
Yeah, give me moments while I.
It's like 2 minutes, I think.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I just realized how this is gonna have to run. I'm gonna mute myself. I'll let this do its thing.
You can go ahead and mute when pause it whenever you want to talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because I know when I do this, it's probably gonna be a weird echo. All right, you have a good night there, Red Dragon. Later. Right, I'm gonna mute myself.
About 2 months after canceling Bao's model, Nano asked Red about us paying for her to cancel other projects. She brought up the possibility of some kind of exclusivity deal to Red for the first time, saying she just wants to do Cinder stuff. Hypothetically, if I accept to be paid to cancel every single comp that's not Cinder related, would you pay it? I don't understand. I'm freaking out with my comms, and I think I just want to do Cinder stuff. Nano's freaking out with me about her commissions because she's accepted too many. Gaslighting again, by the way. And saying like, oh, well, I want to work with everybody, but I can't do it. Also, you've been whispering in my ear about how Silvervale is bad, and that Cinder is just trying to get along with Silver. I think looking for you to not take any brand new clients and not to make any new model outfits with Silvervale ever again. Again, bringing up Silvervale at the end of the day. None of this matters. You're trying to say that Nano canceled everything on her own, despite admitting at the end of the document that they did in fact push her and other artists to not work with Silvervale and others. Yes! They named Silvervale! Again! They're trying to... Yes, they're just trying to obfuscate and justify their wrongdoings with information overload. They're just basically like, look, we're not guilty, only 7...
All right. Obviously, she doesn't know how to read or,
Oh
or
no, no, no,
understand.
she's playing.
Okay.
25% guilty. It doesn't matter. Again, you admitted here that you went out of your way and said you should just like not do any more Silvervale outfits again. Gosh. Chat, I'm gonna be real. I need to go to the next section. This is so like there's a lot of repeating. By the way, all these screenshots we see again repeatedly throughout the document. I need to do this faster. I've read all of this in my own time. I really don't want to like bore you with all the repetition. This is Bao's section.
Yeah, there's a lot of details, yes, but again, it comes back down to read and realize that everybody was at fault here.
Yeah, you get rid of that. Screenshot showing.
Yeah, I know.
All right, there we go. No more echo. No. Well, it's also come to find out from old Smugglana.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually been the looks for a nano model in nano art.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, she could make it herself, and it would probably look better.
But it's one of those deals of like integrity. It's like you have a conflict of interest.
No, I get that. Yes.
Also, you're not. So I showcase the stuff I want to showcase, and she can do that too. However,
Correct.
whenever you're going through a document and there's proof right there of what's going on, you showcase that proof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but a lot of people want to be within their I am right. So they're going to take data, and this is something that happens a lot, and they're going to try to obfuscate it so it fits their narrative. So they're going to bend it to whatever they wish it to be. Problem is data is a straight shooter. Yes, it can be slightly manipulated by information or whatnot not being fully in there. Or it could be removed for whatever reason, but the data really doesn't lie. It's just there. It's the people who make that lie happen. I look at the data as is, whether it's a positive outcome or a negative outcome. It's just an outcome. I'm
Like
not
I said,
for or against
if
anybody.
it came out that the screenshot showed that Cinder and Red actually did orchestrate and try to manipulate Nano,
Yes,
that's completely fine. But unfortunately, that's
I
not what happened.
no, I did say that the manager
It's a dumbass.
Red or whoever is a complete dumbass. He does come off kind of sketchy as fuck. And the relationship that he's holding doesn't seem very managerial like. He should never have had that power. But regardless of the factor, nepotism is a hell of a thing, whether you are related to somebody or part of that person's social network, being a lover or whatnot. Yeah, that becomes a whole different problem. But I called it out long ago that I don't trust the manager whatsoever. But I also said I don't trust analysts as well, because there's a lot that just seems kind of sketchy, and it didn't help with the analyst file that there was some discrepancy that showed up, and it kind of made me go, I don't trust this data. I'm going to still classify it as legitimate, but it's questionable data, so I'm going to put it off to the side until I can have some proof to bring that back in. But until then, it's kind of excluded out of out of my kitty. And then more data showed up, and I'm like, well, parts of that analyst thing is correct. There's other things that kind of make it very questionable. So it's within there as a checklist to see who's telling the truth. That's all I care about at the end of the day is truth.
Yeah, it's like I'm never
So-
gonna be a fan of Cinder. I'm never gonna be a quote unquote power prep. I'm looking at the fact because I don't
Ooh.
like. I'm kind of like with Jim on this one. I don't like cancel culture for the sake of cancel culture. And what I mean by that is like if somebody done something egregious, real fucking egregious stuff like that, it's like, okay, you can probably look in the lines if it's possible. What goes on along those lines is like, threatening bodily harm or, making threats or something
Yeah.
like making terroristic statement, stuff like that. Yes, 100% definitely. Consequences for your own fucking actions. But
Mhm.
this, a cancellation over this? No, it's supposed. I don't
Yeah.
care. It's like,
No, it just came. For me, it just looked like envy, and because somebody was gaining a little bit more traction than the other person who's probably been in the game a little bit longer, they got jelly. It happens in all forms of entertainment on the female side.
this,
That's
yeah,
Hollywood,
and
baby.
the only way I would ever fall with the narrative that Cinder Red manipulated Nano and forced them to do this, if there's like actual threats, blackmail, or something like that.
Yep.
That is the only that
Withholding
right
of
there.
funds.
That is the only way you're gonna get me to go. Yeah, no, Cinder did manipulate or coerce Nano to do this.
Mhm. But throughout the entire conversation, I didn't see any holding of
No.
funds or whatever. I just saw people kind of going, if you feel like you've stretched yourself out, don't
Mhm.
do this. Uh, we don't like this particular person. That comes from the manager, not Cinder in question, because everybody goes, well, the manager is there. He's talking for her. Do you know for sure? I've seen businesses long enough where the managers say one thing, and the agent or manager says one thing, and the talent says something completely different. The two universes don't exist or collide,
Well, good
often.
example. Akko
So
and Rage.
yeah,
There you go. We have
yes,
experiences
I
with
know.
that.
I mean, I know. Hell, my example is GNF in general. We're all different personalities. Yes, we may agree on a few things, but by God, we will fight each other if we need
Oh,
to.
we've had some haymaker.
So,
We've had some shakedowns.
I know it's been fun though.
Yeah,
It's been fun, but no, but that's just the unfortunate when it comes down to personalities and egos. Uh, Not everybody's going to fit with together neatly. Sometimes it's a bit of a mess, but at the end of the day, is you take those differences and you use that to better the relationship, not try to destroy it. And unfortunately, Natalis became like a Sith. She was there to bring them together. Instead, she destroyed them
yeah,
all.
it was glorious.
I know. It's one of those track fires that just continues to burn itself every now and then. Just when you think it's just about to go out, just like a trash fire, it just sparks up again and it just continues. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is going to end anytime soon. It's the same thing that happened with Bungo Taga. He's still upset at the other fucking VTuber for spilling beans and all that kind of shit. I mean, Canadians have issues with each other, so I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not surprised. VTubing in general is not saying it's a lazy style. It just leads to a lot of problems.
Hmm.
Yes, especially when you start working as a group. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh god, if you're gonna be a VTuber, be a solo VTuber. Do not join a group. Just don't. Just
Yeah.
don't.
Well, and that's the reason why I've told Rage fuck off. It's like I'm not joining Lucky. I'll do stuff with your talents. I'll I'll help you out with stuff. But it's like I'm not becoming a member of Lucky.
Yeah. He knows I would never be a member of Lucky, no matter how much.
Well, you're not even a
So
VTuber, so
I, I know, I know. Even when I was briefly, I did borrow the whole visual VT. I guess it'd be the early
face
stages of
rig,
VTuber
face
for a
rig,
brief moment. Yeah, face rig and all that.
animes.
Yeah. So yeah, I did that for a brief moment. I thought it was interesting, but I also hated it at the same time.
What did you stream? What did you
Like,
do with animes? I can't remember. What were you using? What model?
I was either using the wolf, the old guy. I also dressed him up to be like a DJ. I also used Albert Einstein. I had a quite a few different things. I also had a demon thing that I was doing with as well. So yeah, that was mostly with myself and Nemo. For the most part. Uh oh, something did something. Okay, weird. A connection error apparently on my mic. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if anybody can
Well,
hear
I
me.
can still hear you.
There you go. So there you go. No, it just showed up that there was a connection error. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I can see still see myself bouncing. So I don't think so. Uh,
Connection error, Mike, not miking, but Mike is miking.
I know. It's like, what the fuck? Confusion. Anyways, but yeah, no, I was mostly when I was working with Nemo for a two shot at the bar and that two shot at the bar, which is basically our entertainment aspect of it. We talked about movies and all that kind of shit, and yeah, I would do the animes or whatever just for the shits and giggles, just to you know him locked in his fish tank, me doing what I do in whatever. Uh, but really, I kind of got bored of it. Honestly, I was like, eh. And I could spend more money on cameras and tracking and all that kind of shit, but I was like, I wasn't really all that in tuned or liking the whole face rig shit. It's like I gotta be in a bright area and then make sure I got the lights hitting me just right, so that the rig can actually connect properly. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I mean, Jem had his issues with the rigging.
That and I even had bright light and everything. So yeah, I
Yep.
did.
So you had to be just at the right distance in order for the dots to line up to work. And I'm like, fuck it. And I'm not wearing one of those dot suits or put little dots on my face in order for that shit to work. Not happening. Not fucking happening.
Oh, did you hear that Matt Pat got cast as the role of Toy Bunny in Five Nights at Freddy's too?
Yeah, I heard. I also heard that a certain Markiplier got married to his girlfriend.
Yep.
Yay.
I know, right? Apparently, Penn missed out on that one, so she slept on that one too long, and Markiplier decided to hitch the knot to a pretty little gal that he's been around for a while.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gonna discredit his ability to do what he wants to do. Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to get off the fucking YouTube in general and be like PewDiePie, live in Japan somewhere or Korea.
Go back to his home.
Pretty much. Well, he is American. Um,
But he's also Korean.
I know. I think he would be going back to his mom's home. Uh, yeah, yeah, it's weird. But yeah, no, it's been a weird one. Like I said, we've had a lot of minor shit that has popped up, but I as it was it. I know the other Jackson kid. He eventually got. He's getting a trial date for the assault and almost murder that he conducted in a wrestle ring.
Cool.
I was like, okay, finally, it took them California a while to actually hog tie the little black kid up. So and not Usher, P Diddy, he's facing 4 years, but he's looking for parole. So yeah, it's been a weird. Like I said, there's just been one ongoing thing after another. Hell, even in the gaming world, which is what we mostly focus on, that's a shit show by itself. That's a shit show by itself. Battlefield 6 has come out. It's doing well in the marketplace. The Ghost of Yotai, questionable on its market share, but it's locked into the PlayStation ecosystem. So it's guesstimated or is being documented that they've already sold 1 million copies, even though their most sold copies is in Japan. So it's kind of question on their numbers, as well as not too sure exactly what the physical data is or like the physical copy. How much was actually pushed out versus the digital sales. So that's another thing. Um, oh, and then there's the Silent Hill app that up in the air. It doesn't really fit within the Silent Hill franchise, but it's a thing. Some people like it, some people don't. It kind of comes back down to the old school Silent Hill fans versus the new school that is used to the message. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have the movie industry that's Tron. Ares, not a great movie, but a visual spectacle. There you go. Best way to explain that one. So, it's one of those you can wait until it comes out on Netflix or wherever to watch that. Don't waste your money. That's the best thing I could say. Otherwise, that's the best highlights for the majority of the stuff outside of the political yammers. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this bad boy up and call it a stream?
Not really.
Sparky, last words.
Hang on, let me rig this up to.
All right. When that comes to play, I can continue on my end of things for a few other different delay. That's what I termly am supposed to do, right? Yeah. Okay. Delay. Apparently, the Bubsy is back into play now. He's doing was it Bubsy's 4D scratch and itch or choke, whatever. Basically, Bubsy 4D is making it a return to gaming at large. I don't know if it's going to be successful. It's a question. I don't know. Wow, I'm running out of other things that we possibly talk about.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, I've got it set up to it
Yay!
won't be, but,
I can
I'll
only
go-
delay for so long. Yeah, I didn't want to get into politics. I'm getting tired of politics.
All right. Well, there we go.
All right. So since Sparky set things up, I'm gonna give these motherfuckers their last say in whatever it is. Then hit buttons and get the fuck out of here. Do it.
Suffer, Nano. Suffer.
You want to say anything before I hit the button there, Jim, or do you just want me to hit the button?